Good to have you here for chair yoga today. Good, so we're going to sit up nice and tall. Let's just start with our eyes closed for a minute, breathing deep breaths. Bringing our focus right into the room. And think about your posture, even with your eyes closed, toes are forward, knees and ankles are in line, and we're sitting so that our hips and shoulders and ears are right in line. One more breath here. And let's open those eyes, and keeping with our balance themed for today, I want you to put your heels out. So when we put our heels out, we take away some of the stability of our base. So we're going to rock it forward and back, and of course I always forget and put that thing where it's not going to be good. All right, rock it right here. Slide those hands down as far as you can. Maybe you're touching the top of your socks. Maybe you're touching your shoes. Maybe you're just touching your knees. That's okay. Do what feels good. Keep your spine straight. So think about, I want my hips, my shoulders, my ears to stay in line. So I'm going to just keep everything right in line. Good. All right, so let's stop right here in that forward position with the chest lifted. Let's reach one arm up. And if that arm doesn't feel good, we could just look up. Good, and bring it back to the center. Let's do that other side with that stretch. Good, and then bring it back to the center. Now let's slide up but curl. Curl through the spine, keep your chin tucked. And once you hit where your hips and shoulders are in line, then start straightening up and bring those ears all the way up. And roll those shoulders back. Let's put the solid base back down, put those feet back down to feel solid and stable. Good, all right. Reach those arms out, big stretch. Gotta get a good warm up before we do some balancing. Let's stretch one arm to the side. Good, bring it over. Let's do that other side. Stretch through the shoulder. And then let's bring it all the way back to the center, either grabbing the arms of your chair or grabbing the back of your chair. We're going to lean it forward. Push that chest forward just a little bit. And let's tuck our chins. A little head shake. Good, and then bring that right back to the center, and let's come all the way up. Let's start working on those legs. So let's kick them out here, getting ready to stand up. Gotta bring some blood to those feet. Good. All right. Let's hold this one up there right here. We're gonna work on those ankles just a little bit, point and flex. Good, keep that flexibility with the roll. Now if you're doing this, that is not rolling the ankle. You gotta roll through the foot. Roll the other way. Good. That's cheating. The other one's cheating. All right, here we go. Other side, point and flex. Good. The calf is the second largest pump in your body after your heart. So if you have a little bit of swelling in your ankle, a little pointing and flexing is good. If you could lay on your bed, stick your feet up towards the ceiling and point and flex, it's even better. All right, let's put that foot down, now march them out. It kind of just brings fluid back into the body. Good. All right, so I'm gonna grab my ball. Let's go ahead and stand up, and I know some of us don't have balls, that's okay. Pretend you have a ball. So first thing is we're gonna stand by the side of our chair. I want you to be able to grab it if you can. Good, and we're gonna start with a simple tap and a lift. Good, simple tap and a lift. Good. All right, hold the chair if you need it. Don't hold it if you don't need it. Good. For those of you that can, we're going to squeeze through the buttocks and lift. Lift right here. Here, you got it. Good. Lift. Two more. We're going to hold this next one. Hold it right here. Hold it right here. Hold it. Grab your chair. Good. Make sure your chair is close by. Now, if you can, I want you to swing that leg forward. Take the ball back. Good, now let's see if we can swing it one more time. Swing it back, hold. It's like bowling. And then bring it back. Good, now that standing leg is saying yow, right? So let's march it out, give it a wiggle. All right, let's actually walk to the other side and do it on the other side. So I want you all to be able to grab your chair should you need it. Good, I gotta think which side. Okay, there we go. So we step it back, lift the ball. Good. And if you can, we're gonna squeeze and lift. Going right to that harder one first here. So do what works for you. If it doesn't work for you to do the lift, that's okay. If you have to hold the chair, hold the chair. All right. 2 more. We did a little extra credit on this side. So I was talking, hold right here, hold. Good. If you can, swing that leg forward without touching it to the floor. The ball comes back. Good. One more time. Swing it. Good. Bring it back. Ooh, that's a long time on that leg. Let's go ahead and march it out. Good. So bring yourself a little wide, and we're going to take that ball and we're going to go around. So anytime we shift the center of our gravity, we're working our balance. Good. If you can, watch that ball. Good. So watch it go. Now for some of us, that makes us even more wobbly, doesn't it? Because looking forward gives us a point of reference. Go to the other side, roll the other way. Good. Look at that ball if you can. Last one. Good. Now let's bring that right up here. So we're going to step forward, we're going to hand that ball away, and we're going to bring it back. Good. Step forward, hand it away. Bring it back. Good. Step forward, hand it away. Good. Good. If you can, watch your ball, because that is also part of our balance system. The eyes, the ears, our stable core muscles, all are part of that balance system. All right. And last one right there. Good, very good. All right, so now we're going to do a little Statue of Liberty. So we're going to bring that ball right here. If you don't have your ball, just bring the arm up, and we're just going to hold it right here. Hold it. Now, let's do the outside so that you can grab your chair. So if I want you close to your chair so you can grab it. I don't want you to be doing something where you can't get your chair. Good, holding right here. Good. Beautiful. And then let's bring it down. Let's come to that other side of the chair. Good. Lift that leg, lift that arm. There we go. Holding. Good. And bring it down. Now I want you to come to the back of your chair. So everybody come to the back of the chair. I'm going to stay on the side so that you can see what I'm doing, okay? So I'm going to take one arm, one leg. Ball is in same side as the ball. We're going to tap it out and bring it here. Good. I'm not shifting my weight, I'm just moving the leg. Good. So all my weight is in my standing leg. There you go. Now lift it. Lift it. Lift it. Those muscles on the side are balanced muscles. Your chair should be right there in the front. So if you need to, hold that chair. 2 more. Hold it right here. Hold it. Oh, can you point to and flex your foot? That's just to distract you from the fact that you're standing longer. Good. Oh, bring it down. Let's march it over. You stay where you are, because I want you to be behind the chair. I'm just going to come to the side. So if I fall, I can grab my chair. So we're going to tap and lift. Tap and lift. I think tomorrow we're going to do some Tai Chi based yoga. It's called the 7 Silken Movements. We've done it before. All right, if you can, lift it. So it's a little slower, but it's still a good stretch. I have to review it before I do it. 4 more. 3. Extra credit. There it is. 2. Last one. Hold it right here. See if you can point and flex your foot. Good. And bring it all the way down. Oh, give those hips a shake and wiggle. Let's put our balls away. Let's get a stretch here. See, we've done so much on one leg, so let's hold on to that chair. Take a step back. And I want you to bring your back so flat that it's like you're a table, and stick that bottom out like a happy dog. So really, so like you could wag your tail and it would wag really freely and flowing. If you tuck your tail, you can't wag because everything's too tight. Good, so hold it back there. Imagine I brought my strap and I pulled your hips up and slightly back. Good. And breathe. Breathing is important. Good. Now bend those knees and let's come all the way up. Good. All right, still standing behind our chair, we're going to work a little bit more on those lateral muscles. So we did a little bit of this last week. So we're going to take a step side to side. Good. Side. But I always want you to be within distance of your chair that you could grab it. But we're going to change it a little bit today. Good. So this sideward motion, we don't get a lot of this at home because who walks to the bathroom to the side, right? Nobody does. So if you can, walk in your hallway somewhere that you have a little bit of distance. Okay, here's how we're going to change it. So we're going to go 2 to the side, 2 forward, come up on your toes, come down, and bring it back. Good, let's do the other side. So we step till we're free of the chair, step it forward, up on your toes, woo, and walk it back. I know, I felt it too, I almost went right off the stage. Step it over, till you're free of the chair, step it forward, up on those toes, bring it down, step it back one more time. Over we go, free of the chair, step it forward, up, why is it harder on this side? And then step it back, good. Now, let's just on this side of the chair, let's just do just the step forwards and the toes, but we're gonna change it a little bit again. So we're gonna step forward, we're gonna do a little disco roll, come up on those toes, it's harder, and bring it down and step it back. Good, let's do it again. So we go up, disco roll, good, bring it down, and bring it back. 2 more. Step it forward, disco roll. Oh, golly. Who put that stuff in my Diet Coke today, right? All right, one more time. Step it forward, last one. Here we go. And bring it all the way back. All right. So the other thing that really challenges our balance is splitting our stance or changing our base. So let's take one leg and we're going to step that leg back. We're really close to the chair. You could be behind your chair, you could be at the side. Either one is fine. And actually, this is a good stretch too, because what is this? This is Warrior One. If you remember in our yoga poses, this is Warrior One. We're going to inhale, lift an arm up right here, challenging our balance by coming to the side. Good, chairs right here if we need it. And we're still getting a good stretch through the spine. Push your heel into the floor. Good. Now let's inhale, come up, put your hand right on your hip, and turn and look behind you. Good. And bring it all the way back to the front. Let's step it forward, and we're going to do the other side. I'm going to come to the other side of my chair so I can grab it should I need it. You can stay behind, it's up to you. So we're going to push that heel into the floor. Then we're going to lift. That front knee is bent ever so slightly because we're building strength there. Challenging our balance by coming over to the side. Ooh, push that heel into the floor. One side is tighter than the other, isn't it? This is my tighter side. I can really feel it. Good. And then let's bring that hand to the hip and we turn and look behind. Feel yourself shift. And bring it right back to the front and take that step forward. So we've been working on the tandem stance. So I want you to, we're going to actually walk tandem around our chairs. So come to one side of your chair, doesn't matter which. I want you to turn towards it. And we're going to walk around the chair as though we were on a balance beam. So one foot in front of the other, toe to heel. You can start looking at it and make sure the chair is always close by or that you're close to somewhere where you could tumble and hit a chair or hit a cushion, right? Good, so it's just toe to heel and we're walking around that chair. Good, and your chair is always close. So you can either sit. Now, we are all looking at our feet, right? I was. See if you can do this. We'll do one more round the chair without looking at your feet. See how much harder that got, right? Chair is right there if you need it. Grab that chair if you need it. Good, next week we'll try backwards. Not today. Good, that was a hard one. Oh, I still want to look at my feet. All right, and then let's come back to the front. So those of you pool people out there, if you're getting in the pool, this is a great one to do in the pool, is that tandem walking, because if you fall, big deal, right? You just swim. All right, well, most of us swim or float. And remember, it's a 4-foot pool, you just put your feet down. Okay, so one more tandem stance here. So we're gonna put one foot in front of the other, and we've been working on these a little bit in class. I find this incredibly hard for me. So we're gonna come up on the toes and come down. Hold on to that chair if you can. Good. Try not to turn your back foot. So look at that back foot, it should be right in line with the other. The front foot could be slightly forward or slightly aside, but don't do this because that's just pretty easy. All right, one more and we're gonna hold it. Hold it up to the top on those toes, hold it right here. Add a little turn. Wow, do you wiggle like crazy? Gosh, I wiggle like crazy. And then bring it back to the center. See if you can turn to the other side. Oh my golly. And bring that all the way down. All right, arch it out. We'll do another back stretch here too. So let's do this other side. Other foot comes forward. And remember, we can take a little step forward, a little step side, but don't do that cheating. Okay, and we're not cheaters here. Up and down we go. Good, up and down. Good. Ooh. I just find this one so hard. All right, one more. One more, hold it up right here, hold it on those toes. Good, and then turn. And bring it back to the center and turn the other way. Good, and bring it back to the center. Oh, that's a tough one. All right, let's do one more stretch on that chair. So you come behind your chair. I'm just gonna turn so that you can see me. So I want you to come not quite as far back this time, but we're gonna stretch through the hamstring and the calf. So lift those toes, your arms are on the chair using it as a tool, and we're pushing that chest towards the chair. Good. Keep your ears in line with your shoulders. It's okay, you don't need to look at me, you know I'm here. Right, I'm still making noise. Good. Can you stick that bottom back a little bit further, get a deeper stretch into that calf? Good. Now let's put those feet down, let's get that back stretch in. So one more back stretch here, that down dog on the chair, it always feels so good. So stretch it out. Oh, big, big stretch. So your feet are right below your hips, your ears are between your arms. Push with your left hand and swing those hips slightly to the right. Gives you a deeper stretch in that left side. Bring everything back to the center. Now push with the right and swing that hip a little bit to the left. Good, and bring that back to the center. Let's bend those knees and look up and walk it forward. Good. Let's have a seat back in the chair. We're going to keep working our balance, believe it or not, in the chair. Good. So just a little bit longer. So I want you to take one foot and stack it on top of the other or cross. Either one is fine. Good. So we're standing up nice and tall, and we're going to bring our hands right here. Good. And we're going to watch our hands if you can. If it makes you dizzy, don't watch your hands, watch forward. But we're going to take it and we're going to row and row. Good. Now, when we stack the feet, we change our center of balance. And can you feel how that makes your tummy muscles tighten a little bit more so that you don't wiggle and fall over off your chair, right? Good. Now take those hands, lift them up, bring them down, up and down. Good. And we're watching those hands the whole time. Eyes are an incredibly important part of balance. And when we lose our eyesight, we need to adjust, don't we? Good. We need to learn new skills and new tools. All right, now bring that right back to the center. Let's switch feet. So the other foot goes on the top. This time I want you to bring your fingertips out. Good, and we're just gonna take those fingers and watch one finger, watch them both. Wiggle, wiggle. Just any kind of nonsensical movement that shifts you from side to side or up and down. Good. I took a whole class one time on nonsensical movement and how it's good for our bodies. Good. I think it was like 2 hours. It's pretty crazy. All right. And whatever is good for you. Shift that weight, make those tummy muscles work. All right, one last time. All right, and bring it all the way down. Good. So next thing we're going to do is just work a little bit on those with our eyes. So hands go here. I want you to look straight forward, but I want you to turn your eyes side to side because we're working on the muscles in our eyes. They're an important part for our balance. Good. So side to side, and it might make you dizzy. If it does, stop and blink a little bit. Just a couple more. Supposed to do about 20. Good, and bring it right to the center and blink. Ooh, that made me a little dizzy. All right, here we go. Now one on the top, one on the bottom. Same thing, don't move your head, we're just moving the eyes. Going up and down and up and down. Ooh, that makes me dizzy. All right, just a couple more. And last one. Ooh, that's a tough one for me today. Let's bring those eyes and give them, just blink a couple of times. Good, and take your breath. Good, all right, let's work on some stretching before it's time to go home. So let's take one heel out. See, we were doing a lot standing on those legs, and we did a lot with our calf muscles. Let's go ahead and stretch forward. We did a little bit of this in strength and stretch today, but we're gonna get a little deeper. So I want you to anchor on your leg that's on the floor, pushing your chest forward. See if you can reach forward a little bit deeper. Breathe, nice big deep breaths. Good, now we're gonna inhale, and I want you to push through your leg, push through your anchor, reach it to the side. Good, bring that arm forward. Now I want you to slide your heel back and point your toe, and we're gonna reach for the foot with the toe pointed, and see how it stretches more right in the front of that leg, right in that shin. Good, all right, now let's come all the way up. The leg that we were just stretching, I want you to bring it right up here. Oh, good, now you can hug your leg in wherever you're comfortable. You don't have to hug it in as high as mine. Good. I taught a bunch of gals and one gentleman in Muirfield yesterday, and most of them got their legs up nice and high. I was really, really surprised and very happy. They said they've been working out. That was cool. All right, now stretch that leg out the best that you can. Push your heel. Your back should be on your chair. So I don't want you up here doing this because that's harder on your back. So I'm anchored nice and solidly on my chair. Good. Right here, let's point it. For those of you who can, we're going to cross it right here. If you can't cross here, you cross at the ankle, and we're going to sit up. Good. Oh, flex your foot. That makes it tougher. Bring your chest down, like you're going to lay it right on your shin or your thigh or wherever. Good. Keep those ears right on that shoulder, so don't tuck your chin like this. Keep that head up. Keep that foot flexed. Breathe. That's a tight one for a lot of us. Good, and come all the way up. Friday is a piriformis day, and Friday we'll work on piriformis muscles. All right, so how do we start now? Oh yeah, here we go. So we reach it forward, we anchor, and we come down as far as we can, even to the point where maybe we're laying our chest right on that leg. Good, and stretching it out. Good. Now come up, reach it out and open. A little bit of a twist there. Good. Bring it back to the center. We're going to pull that heel back so the toe can go towards the floor, and we reach for that toe. Feel that stretch right through the front of that ankle. That's a hard spot to stretch. We can do it a couple ways standing. Maybe we'll do that one day. Runners do it on a wall. It's kind of crazy to watch them do it. All right, and then let's come all the way up. Let's sit back in that chair. Back goes on the chair. We hug that leg up. That feels good. Good. One more breath. Now let's stick it out there, stretch it out. Back is on the chair. Keep yourself safe. All right, let's take that leg, cross it over if you can. We're gonna push up with those arms. This is a tight side for me today. And we're gonna lean forward. Oh, can you see the tears coming down, right? Oh. Good, and some of us are really super tight, and that's normal for us. And you could probably do yoga your whole life long and you'd never get to this point, right? But it's the effort that counts. It's the effort that really makes a difference. and then let's come all the way up. Let's bring those feet to the floor. Good. All right, let's do a little cat and cow, but bring those legs out wide today, and we're sitting about mid-chair, so get your back up off the chair so that when we curl, you can curl and you can really get into it. So think about your pelvis. I always think of my belly button as a bowl, so I'm going to fill my bowl when I push my belly button back, and then I'm going to dump the water out of my bowl when I come forward. Good. So it's like I'm sitting in a little wading pool, and I'm filling up my belly button, and then I'm dumping it out. Good. Wouldn't that be nice? A trip to the beach. Rock it back and forth. Good. Really think about it. I'm going to fill the bowl and I'm going to dump it out. Good. Just a couple more times. Working through that spine. And then let's bring it all the way to the center. So we're going to do a little bit of a twist, and this isn't something that I teach a lot, but we're gonna give it a try today. So I want you to take one leg and we're gonna cross it over the top of the other. Now if you can't do that, you could cross here at the ankle, same kind of thing. But we're gonna sit up nice and tall, and we're gonna work on a twist. So we're gonna sit up tall, and I want you to first just twist and turn your head. So if you know that you have back issues, that your doctor has said never leverage a twist, I don't want you to do this second part. Those of you that can, we're going to take our arm, we're going to leverage, and we're going to pull onto that chair, and we're going to turn and look behind, giving a deeper stretch into that lower back. If it hurts at all, I want you to back off right away. Good. A little snap or a crack is okay, but anything that hurts is not. All right, let's bring it back to the center. Let's do the other side. So we sit tall, we turn, we grab that chair, we look behind. And bring it back to the center. Let's uncross to the other side. So we lift that leg over, sit up nice and tall, cross at the ankle if you can't cross at the knee. So we're sitting tall, and we turn first, just turn. That's a perfect stretch for a lot of us. For those of us that can and want to do deeper, we take our arm, we push, we grab that chair, and we turn a little further. And bring it back to the center, sit up tall, turn the other way. And bring it back to the center, good. Let's uncross those legs. Now let's scoot all the way back, put your tail feathers through the hole in your chair, sitting up nice and tall. Good, all right. We haven't really done a lot with that neck yet. So let's sit up tall, let's bring that ear to one side, closing your eyes, starting to get ready for final relaxation. And breathe. Find yourself settling in your chair. Relax through your tummy muscles. Relax through the buttock muscles. Unclench if you're a clencher. I sometimes find that is true for me. Unclench your jaw. Soften your features. Good. Bring that ear up. Let's go to the other side. Can you further relax? Letting go through the tummy muscles. Let it pooch out. Nobody's looking, right? Softening through the thighs, feeling heavy in your chair. Breathing nice big deep breaths. Good, now bring it all the way up. Now tuck your chin. Keep your shoulders tall. Lean back in that chair ever so slightly. And breathe. Let's hold it here. Breathe and think about the back of your neck. Try to breathe right into the back of your neck. One more breath. Good, and then let's open those eyes and bring it all the way up. Good, let's just hold right here for a couple more breaths. One more breath. All right, let's lift those arms up, bring them up, bringing them into prayer, bringing those prayer hands down to your heart and your head to your hands. Thank you so much for joining me with yoga today. I hope you are stretched and energized and ready for a fabulous Wednesday and a fabulous week. Namaste.